You're all right there, folks. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you, as always. Back on business today. Brand new tournament, Cincinnati Masters, to be precise. We got a little bit fucked up towards the end of Canada, didn't we? One of the days, I can't remember which one, got completely postponed. Everyone ended up playing twice in a day, an early game, a late game. It was quite rough to do videos on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Got you covered for these. Before we get into round one, just want to say dead quick, there's been a couple of inquiries over the past week or two about how you know, do we tip to the channel? Are we supposed to send tips or donate? Like pretty much sort something out so I can send tips to you. You may or you may not have noticed. There's a link in the description now. I've sorted out a PayPal. Look, I'll just say this dead quick. You don't have to tip at all. At all. If you don't want to, don't feel obligated whatsoever. Um, these picks are free. The picks will always be free. You know me, I hate and I harp on all the time about how much I can't stand all that VIP package bullshit and you pay me and I'll give shit picks, and no, I hate all that. The picks are free. They'll always be free. For those that want to, there's a link in the description. You can donate whatever you want, when you want, only if you want to, and I can't stress that enough. It's only if you want to. The fact that everyone just spends time watching the videos and getting involved the way they do, that will always be more than enough for me. But if you do get some good wins and you're feeling generous, you feel like spreading the wealth, links in the bottom. Don't be shy. I appreciate you. And we'll shout out the donations as well, if there is any, on the following videos until we find out a better way to deal with them. Yeah, just thought I'd say that dead quick. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for asking as well. Just the fact that there's even people saying in the comments, sort this out and I'll send you this. Made up with that. Means a lot. I appreciate you. Right, so enough of that. Let's get into some picks. Let's talk about some tennis. Like the video if you would. Subscribe if you're not. I'd appreciate that too. Right then, where are we? Where are we? We're in Cincinnati. So, look, I've got a treble sorted out. A definite treble. It could be four. That's down to you. Get your opinion on that when I get to it. It'll be pinned in the top for those that are here for the picks. For those that aren't, well, obviously for those that are here for the picks, but more than the picks. Let's talk about some tennis, eh? First things first, we'll just get some of these. Well, I'm not going to say the shite because the odds are actually really good. There's some good value in some of these, but we'll sift through them as we always do. It is round one. Tread carefully. I think Nishioka's going to beat Kekmanovic. Not so much because I think Nishioka has been on fire, more so I'm not feeling Kekmanovic at all this year. We've spoke about him previously. I just wouldn't be putting a penny on him. I think we said that last time and he ended up getting beat as well, so do as you will with that. Next one as well, I can't split these two. So you've got Zhang taking on Impechi Pericard. Once again, split down the middle. A lot of good value, providing you get on the right side of this. I could make an argument for both of these, so I'm not going to spend much time on it. It just depends who turns up. Zhang on his day can beat anyone. We've seen it. He can beat anyone, especially in Petty Pericard. But if this kid comes and starts serving the way he does and the way we know that he can, he troubles most people as well, and we've seen it. So, Pesci Pericard, slight underdog. Yeah, I expected that. I'm not touching it. Not going anywhere near it. Same stands for this one. So we've got Jimmy Hopkins playing Talon Greek Sport. Look, same as what I've just said for Nishioka and Kekmanovic. Alex Michelsen's been playing okay. I I may not give him as much credit as he deserves, but I would not be backing him with much conviction. I would only be taking Alex Michelson based on how shit Greek sport's been lately. We took funnily enough, when we faded Kekmanovic, it was against Sonigo purely because we can't bet Kekmanovic. We said the exact same with Greek sport in his last game against Sonigo. Sonigo was a dog as well, so if you took Sonigo as the dog in the last game, which most of us did, you should be comfortable taking Michelson in this. Although neither of these are getting a penny of my cash, neither of them. I think Michelson probably does it. First round in America, Greek sport's been trash. Yeah, so rough in it. At the very least, what do we always say about the Greek sport games? Take him to lose a set. He's not beating anyone in straight sets. Look, I'll throw this one in here dead quick as well. So Davidovich for Kian is playing Tiafo. Big foe, man. Big foe's a favourite as well. He has beaten before. Round one in the USA. You've got to fancy the majority of these Americans here, apart from obviously the ones that are playing each other. But let's say the favourites, let's say that Davidovich Fekir has been good. He's put in some solid games on the hard court. Francis Tiafoe, I'm just not been impressed with him. Not been impressed at all this season. Davidovich Fekir, 11-8 on the hard court. Tiafoe, 10-11. Yeah. Davidovich Fekir, as we can probably remember as well, he's beat Roman Safulin and beat Medvedev. Got beat by well, he had to pull out against Arnaldi, so forgot about that. Maybe Tiafoe does beat him. Very quick turnaround. Let me know what you think on that. Is that all of them? Is that all the shit? Oh no, you know what? Last one, and then we'll get into the officials. So Marcus Giron is playing Sebastian Baez. Fucking Marcus Giron's 1.6 on the decimal as well. He has been beat by Baez before. I imagine that was on the clay. Let me just check. Yeah, it was on the clay last year in Madrid. Both of these with negative records on the hard court, man. It's just not looking good, is it? Sebastian Baez, as we know, basically cannot play any other surface other than clay. I do not feel confident taking Marcus Giron in this one. If there's going to be a game, if there's going to be a dog that wins, it'll be Baez, especially in the first round against, I can't take it. I'm not saying bet Baez. I'm just saying you can't be confident with Marcus Giron here. You can't. Not confident in any of them. Hence why it's amongst the shite. That's the last one. That's the last one. Thank fuck for that. Before we get into these, we just we'll get that sorted. Right. Okay then. So look, I'm very tempted to throw this on the parlay. This could be the fourth or the third. It's just we'll get to it. So Tabilo's playing Darderi. It's got to be Tabilo. I'm fairly certain Tabilo wins this one. Darderi's been quite shit lately. Well, he's lost his last 3 games. 2 of them have been against Tommy Paul, but he was never winning them. He did get beat by Jakob Mensah. It seems to me that Darderi can only play on the clay, which is weird because 2021 he went 20-6 on the hard court. He's won 3 games since. 0-1 in 22, 3-3 in 23, 0-3 this year. Yet to win a game on the hard court. We've spoken about Tabilo previously. He's put some really, really good games in. Really good showings on the hard court this season. He's already beat Sonigo, beat Tiafoe, got beat by Sinner, had a decent game against Yannick Sinner in Montreal. 1.45, you can get it. It's going to drop. Yeah, it's definitely dropping. Let's call it 1.4 on the decimal. Alejandro Tabilo could very well go on the parlay, folks. He very well could. I'm pretty much 100% certain, I don't think that, like, that area, like I said, going off that hard court record, I would say there's a 99.99% chance that Sabilo gets this done. I can't see you getting your first win on the hard court in what seems like forever, especially against Sabilo the way he's playing. We've got to back the Chilean here all day, boys. Sabilo or nothing. Let me know as well. Let me know if that's an official. That's up to you. I don't mind throwing that on the parlay. If it's pinned, it's pinned. If it's not, it's not. Next one should be a quick one. We've got Taylor Fritz and Brandon Nakashima. Someone called him Beanach the other day. Is that what you call him in the States? That's fucking funny, that. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Beanach's cool as fuck. Um, I think Beanach gets beat the fuck up here, though, by Taylor Fritz. I really do. These have played each other 5 times, but have only actually completed 3 of them. Taylor Fritz has won the last 2 meetings back in 2021. One on the hard court in the Indian Wells and one in Wimbledon. Brandon Nakashima's been alright, hasn't he? He beat Tommy Paul a couple of days ago, you remember that? I think we took Tommy Paul in that one, but then Tommy Paul's just been beat again today, so I don't really know what's going on with him. Got beat by Rublev in the round of 16. Rublev's playing in the final against Popperin, and last time I checked, he was fucking screaming at himself, so I think he got broke back in the second set, and then immediately got broke. Yeah, Popperin's won. That's crazy. It's just flashed up as soon as I spoke about it. Fucking hell, Popperin won the Masters, eh? That's nuts. That I wonder what the odds were for him to win that. That's crazy. Anyway, it's enough of that. Old news. I think we can trust Taylor Fritz. Look, straight off the bat, these are the ones I'm flipping between. I'm nailed down on 2. It's Tabilo or Fritz on the parlay, or we can take both of them. I'm pretty much nailed with Taylor Fritz. But you know what? If I'm nailed on Taylor Fritz, I should be nailed on Tabilo as well. Fuck it, you know what? Might go for the 4. I'm very tempted to go for 4 today. Nakashima has been good. He has been good, but looking at Taylor Fritz's recent losses, he's got one to Corda in Montreal. Corda played really good. One to Musetti in the Olympics, he played really good. And the other one to Musetti in Wimbledon, once again. Ran into, I was going to say 3 players, ran into 2 players in 3 matches that were just banging form. Don't feel that comfortable though, betting against Nakashima's like more than 2-1 as an underdog. Fuck it. I'm not going to overthink it. As soon as I seen it, I said Taylor Fritz, let me know, especially for the Americans that are watching. We've got to back the USA number 1, round 1 in Cincinnati, surely. Surely I'm not being stupid for thinking that. Let me know. Look, this one's an official for me as well. This is going on the parlay, so we haven't seen this kid in what seems like some time. Just the fact that he's back in tournaments suggests to me he must be fit enough, and if he's fit enough, he wins this game 10 times out of 10. So Yuri Lehechka back on business against Mariano Navone. What an absolute layup for Lehechka here. Be honest, how many of you has forgotten about this lad? When was the last time we seen him? Madrid? May? Seems longer than that. Seems a lot longer than that. He had to pull out against Ali Yassim. And then, yeah, he pulled out in the quarters against Medvedev in Madrid as well. So, like I said, he has been out injured. He's back that way. There's no way Navone beats Lehechka here. For those of you that don't know, Yuri Lehechka is so good, especially on the hard court. When this lad, I'm sure he's already won a tournament, hasn't he, earlier on in the year? Was it one of the Australian ones? Yeah, he looked fantastic when he was in form. Very, very hard to beat when he gets going. Mariano Navone has won 4 games on the hard court since 2017. All those 4 games come in 2020. He went 0-1 in 22, 0-1 in 23, 0-2 this year. Just like Sebastian Baez, but actually worse. This kid cannot play on the hard court. He's fantastic on the clay. Fantastic on the clay. He's won 2 of his last 10. One was against Nuno Borges in the Olympics on the clay, and the other one was against Summit Nagal on the clay. What are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're taking Yuri Lehechka, first game back. If he's injured, he'll just pull out and the bet will be void. And there'll be no damage done. I'm certain of that. More importantly, I am 100% certain Yuri Lehechka beats this kid tomorrow. Don't even think about it. That's definitely on the parlay. Quick one here. Although I say quick one, it could be easy, but then I don't know whether I'm just reading too much into it. This is where the American followers shine. This one's especially for you, Ben Shelton, Riley Apelka, the battle of your boys. What are you doing here with this? Who wins this? Because at first glance, I went, Ben Shelton all day. 1.4 on the decimal. Shelton, what's that? 13-9. Need to put that brightness up, either that or I'm going fucking blind. 13-9 on the hard court. Riley Apelka 2-2. Just seeing Apelka get beat by Thompson, I didn't think he'd win that one. Very 50-50. Well, 2-2, obviously. Mr. Fucking Obvious. It's got to be Shelton, I think. We've just seen Ben Shelton get beat by Popperin, but as I've just mentioned, he just beat Rublev in the final. No shame in that. Got beat by Flavio Caboli in Washington, but Flavio Caboli's been fucking sick lately as well, so I can't even say nothing about that. Apelka's got to look like that loss to Thompson's good. Davidovich Fekina, he was playing good in that tournament as well. I think we're in for a long one here. I don't know about you, but this could be an over. Then again, Ben Shelton probably beats him, doesn't he? Who do you reckon? Who are you taking on this? Do you think we get a tiebreaker? I'm not even going there. I'm not touching it. It's not an official from me. I am very, very interested to know what the boys in the USA are saying about this. Let me know in the comments. This is the other lock for me as well. This is the lock. Like I say, the lock of the card. The odds are what? 1.4 on the decimal if you get it now. Excuse me. The perfect parlay piece. The parlay piece of all parlay pieces for today. And it's Lorenzo Musetti against Nicholas Yarry. Oh, Musetti's going to beat him. This is dead easy. You know it is. This is dead easy. Nicholas Yarry's on what? 5-game losing streak is that? Echeverry, Popperin, Shapovalov, Mutet, Zverev. Before that, he was on a 5-game win streak. 6-game win streak actually. No. Musetti's well better. Musetti's gonna munch this fucking fool tomorrow. You just know it. Don't even have to talk about him. I don't even have to talk about Lorenzo Musetti, do I? Looking at the hard court records this year, Musetti's 6-7. Nicholas Yarry is 6-5. I don't care. Don't care at all. Yarry's 16-16 overall. No, I'm not even getting into the stats. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Surely, Lorenzo Musetti beats Nicholas Yarry tomorrow. Any objections to that? Didn't think so. This is one of them games, what do we say? The sky will have to fall in order for Musetti to get beat tomorrow. I'll have a little bet on that. And to finish us off, right around the 20-minute mark, Hugo Humbert's playing Jordan Thompson, and you know what? These actually played each other in Brisbane earlier on in the year. Hugo Humbert had to pull out. That was That's what seems to be the beginning of the, well, I'm not going to say the beginning of the end, but most definitely the beginning of the struggle for Ugo Humbert. 1.5 on the decimal now. It was 1.4 earlier on. A lot of money coming in on Jordan Thompson, I imagine. Ugo Humbert's just, once again, sound like a broken record with this lad. He's just losing games that he should be winning. Should have beat Nuno Borges. Should have beat Nuno Borges. Did beat ATP. That loss to Sarundalo. How many times are we going to speak about that loss to Gustavo Haida? When will it become irrelevant? Very soon, I hope. Very soon. Take you back to a month or two ago when I said we're just going to wait for hardcore season to come back round, see how Ugo Humbert goes. You could probably back him, especially in the first round. You'd take him to win at least the first round, but Jordan Thompson's just been absolutely bullied by Zverev in Canada. I'm worried about it in the sense that I don't think he's going to get bullied again like he's playing shit, because as we've previously mentioned, Jordan Thompson's been playing some really good tennis, especially on the hard court. He's had quite a few games in him as well, so few games in the bag as opposed to Humbert, who's only got the 2. Jordan Thompson will not want to get beat again, especially after that. I imagine he'll be game for this. Thompson for the set, I'm not getting too smart with it. You know me, I hate betting against Ugo Humbert, but I'm just still not ready. I'm not there with him yet to start giving him out as an official. So, once again, Thompson for the set. We took Thompson the other day for a set, didn't we? Against Jack Draper. Oh, fuck it, you know what? That killed me even more. I told you to take Thompson for a set against him. I couldn't talk it off taking him for a set against Humbert, although Humbert is the better hardcore player. Do not be shocked if he wins. That's all a minute. That's all. Oh, fucking hell, there's one more bastard. Artifice, Brandon Holt. I missed it. I completely missed. Artifice 1.3 on the decimal. Run through it dead quick if you're still watching. Brandon Holt's been decent on the hard court. Got some decent hard court wins. Let's have a quick look. Oh, fuck. 33 and 18 this year. Fuck me, that's a lot of games, that. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Artifice 8 and 6. Yeah. I don't know. Nearly 3-1 for an underdog for Brandon Holt. Artifice has just been beat by Humbert. Matteo Arnaldi, we've just seen him win in Hamburg. That's, yeah, fuck, I don't know. Artifice should be beating him. But looking at that record, is that real? 33 wins, 18 losses already? That's mad. We've clearly got ourselves quite the hardcore specialist here in Brandon Holt, haven't we? If we can call him that. I'm not calling him that, but I don't know. He looks like a decent little dog. Take him for a set. Don't take him at all. Take Artifice. Do whatever you want. I don't care about that one. I'm not touching it. That's all of them. Sorry for dragging it on, if it has dragged on a bit. I appreciate those that have stayed for the tennis. Officials. Oh, this is the crunch time. I hate this bit. I don't hate this bit, I love it, but I hate having to decide between the two. Look, I'm not letting that hardcore record put me off. Lorenzo Musetti beats Nicolas Jarry. I'm confident in that. Yuri Lehechka definitely beats Mariano Navone. Fuck it, you know what? Sabilo beats Darderi. You know he does. You know Tabilo wins that. And you know Taylor Fritz is going to do BNAC as well. 4 of the best. They'll be pinned. Let me know what you're going for. Get involved. Best bets in the comments, as always. Doesn't matter where, WTA, Challenger, ATP, football, whatever. Speaking of football, Premier League starts on Friday. We'll be sorting a video out for that. Pardon me. Outright, week 1 bets, bet builders, all that shite. We'll get rich. This time next year, Rodney will be millionaires. Mark my words. That's all I'm sound. Right then, it's enough of that shite. It's enough of me. I'll be saying good night to you because it's 2:30 in the morning. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Like the video. Subscribe if you're not. That link to donate and send a little tip my way. That's in the bottom. Appreciate it if you do. If you don't want to, that's all right with me. Stay watching. Stay involved. Stay beautiful. Enjoy the tennis. Let's go get some cash. See you tomorrow.